Good morning from Julia Carroll in my 2026 weight loss journey. This is going to be a slightly different video. I'm going to pan away and then come back to me. Hopefully you can see yes, this is a rebounder. And I panned to it to show kind of a challenge I'm going to give myself beginning August 1st to August 31st. I'm also going to pan to my treadmill. I don't know if you can see it. I hope it's visible, but this is my treadmill that I don't use, that I ought to use. So my whole thing I'm gonna do, I'm sort of pre-prepping now because I got out my rebounder. I bought it several months ago and haven't really used it. I'm one of those terrible people that buys exercise equipment, uses it for a couple of days, and then finds a corner somewhere in one's house and hides it, or uses it to hang laundry on. And quite literally, I have put wet beach towels on my treadmill. I think I might actually turn the treadmill on and do a little walking on it. You're gonna hear my dog. She doesn't like the treadmill going. Peanut. But I am gonna do a little bit on here because I did about 15 minutes on the rebounder. So part of my challenge beginning August 1st for 31 days is to make myself do more exercising, because I'm definitely falling back into bad habits. Peanut! I'm falling into bad habits, and stop it. While I'm not eating sugar, I am eating bad things. Namely, back to the peanuts, and the other day I did eat a pizza by myself. So again, bad habits are developing. It just hasn't stretched to pizza. It hasn't stretched to sugar yet, which, let's be perfectly honest, one devours a whole bag of peanuts and a whole pizza. One is not long till they start hitting Ben and Jerry's. It's just the truth. So I have to get back into exercise because I'm really not exercising. I'm sitting on the couch way too much. And some of it is excusable because I do work from home. So some of it is, you gotta work at your desk or whatever. But I do watch too much time on YouTube. I don't go out in my patio much. I don't walk my dog. I have a dog. I ought to be walking her. So my challenge for August 30, for the 31 days in August, is to do exercising every single day. Now, I want to do a combination, and I'm seeing how I feel. Because right now, as you can see, I'm kind of out of breath walking on the treadmill. I have it at 1.9. It's been almost 2 minutes. So while it's not a particularly long bit, I do feel like I ought to use my treadmill. I own it. I ought to use it. I can turn the TV on, and I have no excuse not to do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening. I have no excuse. My rebounder's out. It's one of those kinds that it's foldable. I can undo it and fold it up and stick it in a corner. Or I could put it down in the morning and use it for 15, 20 minutes during the day, which is what I want to do. So I don't bounce per se on the rebounder right now. I'm basically walking. And what they call the health bounce. I've heard people say don't start with more than 10 minutes, but I did 15 this morning. And I'm doing a few minutes on the treadmill. And I will take the dog out for a walk. It's warm, so that's gonna be problematic. But I gotta do something to break up the monotony of the, I don't know, just the not doing the food well. Feeling somewhat resentful that this is my lot to bear, to be honest with you. I hate compulsive binge eating, but I do it. I hate it. And I don't know why I do it. I eat too much. So it irritates me that I do that. So I'm still working on not doing it, recovering from that desire to compulsively eat and the choice of bad foods. I get bored with the foods I have. Even when I jazz them up, I get tired of chicken. I like beef, but again, I get tired of beef. So I need to do something. And it occurs to me the thing I haven't really done a lot of since January 1 is exercise. You see me in some videos exercising, walking, but not many. And part of that is because I am struggling with knee problems and back problems. So walking is hard. You know, I'm 54. In April, I turned 54. And I don't have good knees. I don't have good balance. It's hard to get on the ground and off the ground. I'm not steady on my feet sometimes, especially going up and down the stairs I have. And so walking is painful on my joints. So I tend to avoid it, which doesn't help because I don't think I'm going to achieve my goals without forcing myself to do some physical exercise and get off the couch. And so those are the things I'm forcing myself to do. And it's not easy, but I know it's something I have to do. And I have to start it in such a way where I can finish it. Namely, to be honest with you, I can't expend so much energy like the first day where I'm like, I have no energy, the knees hurt, and I can't do day 2. So that's where we're at. My stamina is not the best, and I have to work into a better stamina. But I also know you don't get better, stronger, if you don't do. So I know I need to start doing more in the terms of physical. One of the things that has really helped is having the pool. It forces me on my knees. It forces me on the ground. It forces me into getting off the ground to get out of the pool, which I wouldn't normally do during the day because it's painful, it's awkward, it's very uncomfortable. You know, I've gained some weight. I'm probably at about 280 right now. Maybe slightly less, but with some of the salt I've been eating, it's probably 280. So while I'm still ahead of the game, I can't keep doing what I'm doing. But when you weigh 280 pounds, I just got to tell you, getting on and off the ground is a very painful thing. It's a very complicated thing. It's awkward, it's uncomfortable. It's fearful. It's fearful. So even if I'm alone in my house, I don't like to do it because it's a fearful thing. So it's challenging the fear to do it, and I don't like that because I tend to want to hide from the things I'm scared of and not face them head on. But I'm going to tag this back to my Christianity. Being a follower of Jesus Christ is sort of learning, while I don't trust in my fearlessness, I trust in His power and fearlessness. Because according to Scripture, with Jesus, I am a victor. I got to admit though, a 280-pound body on the ground trying to get up makes me feel like, yeah, I don't really know how victorious I really am. But this is only what it's like today. I don't know what, August 31st will feel like if I keep doing it. I'm at 8 minutes on the treadmill. I'll go 2 more minutes. That'll be 10 minutes on the treadmill, 15 minutes on the rebounder. I still need to walk the dog, and there's still the getting in and out of the pool, which that may not seem like a lot, but I'm telling you, it's hard. I'm sweating and I'm breathing heavy. So I can't be ashamed of starting small and go, okay, you got to start small, because the little devil on my shoulder is like, 10 minutes on the treadmill, 15 minutes on the bouncer. That's nothing. That's not going to get you anything. That's what the devil's saying to me right now. You can't do this. That won't do anything. But then I have to think to myself, why is the devil being so vocal if it's not going to do anything? I would think that if it's not going to do anything, he'd be like, she'll figure it out. But no, he feels the need to tell me it's not going to do anything and discourage me from doing it. Makes me wonder, does he understand that, today it's only 10 minutes on the treadmill and 15 minutes on the bouncer thing. Next month, next year, it could be 30 minutes on the treadmill and an hour on the bouncy thing. And I could be getting on and off the ground with no problems. And it all starts with 10 minutes on the treadmill and 15 minutes on the bouncy thing. So I did not get to be 324 pounds way back on January 1 overnight. It took 53 years to get there. Now, hopefully, it's not going to take me 53 years to lose it. I don't know that I have 53 years. I certainly don't want to be 106 or 108, 107. I'm going to get off the treadmill now. I certainly don't want that, but the truth is, I'll walk around a little bit to cool down. The truth is, it probably is going to take me the rest of my life to finish losing the weight, to be honest. Because it probably will. It's going to take me probably until age 60 to really get to the physical health that I think is optimal. Because one of the things I really want to get myself to, that I definitely think is doable, it's just going to take some time and effort and a better eating plan, exercise, is my vision of myself is, you know how when a person can get on the ground and they put one leg up and they sort of boost themselves up when they put one leg down and they're sort of kneeling? I want to get to that point. I want to get to the point where I'm sitting down completely or laying down completely on like my tile floor, and I can get up, roll over, put my leg up and boost myself off the ground without having to use my hands to boost myself. Right now, my center of gravity is such that that's problematic. I can't really seem to do that. But that's my vision for where I want my health to be, is to be able to get on and off the ground with having to use my arms as little as possible to get off the ground. I'll use them, and of course, the more I go into this, the more weight I lose, the more flexible I get, the better my stamina. I'll have to determine, is it viable for that? And I don't want to be married to an idea that's not feasible, but I can certainly get better than I am now and work toward living a life that is as free of mobility issues as possible. Because the one thing that I've recognized, I see, having taken care of my dad for, the last 10 plus years of his life, I gotta say, his weight being heavy up into his 80s did not benefit him. In fact, it hurt him a great deal. Now, admittedly, as a young man, he did a lot more physical labor than I did. Ruined his back and knees with his physical labor. But being very heavy at 80 years old did not help him when he started going down physically. Because the biggest problem is he didn't have the physical strength in his legs to do a lot of walking. And if he fell, he had to have help getting up. Even at 80, he couldn't have gotten up by himself. And that is a problem for older people, is the falling factor is not even just breaking something. It's like you're now on the ground and they don't have the muscle strength, leg strength, arm strength to get off the ground. So that's the thing that I'm really focusing on is, even if I have to use my arms, I want to be able to, even at 80, be on the ground and get off the ground myself. That's my goal for myself. So I can get on the ground and off the ground, even if it doesn't look elegant, which right now I can do that, but it doesn't look elegant. I would not want to watch myself do it. I'd be embarrassed and ashamed. But the truth is, I can do it. It's just deeply painful, embarrassing, psychologically painful, also very physically painful. But it's deeply psychologically painful too, which is probably why I avoid doing it, because of the psychological factor of it being so painful. The shame that goes with it for allowing myself to get to this point. There's a deep, deep shame there that I have to work through. I mean, I just have to go, okay, it's what it is today. It doesn't necessarily have to be what it is tomorrow. And honestly, compared to last year, you know, I'm 45 pounds lighter than I was last year, so I'm ahead of the game. I just don't want it to impact anything. And I'm not looking to run a marathon. I'm not looking to do any of this stuff for a beautiful body. I'm honestly looking for functionality in my body. Being able to go on a flight, an airplane, and sit comfortably in a seat. I'm looking to go to Hawaii in April and be able to walk around, not be winded, not have my knees or back hurt so bad that I can't do it, because that's a lot of money to spend to go to a place where you have to sit all the time. Or my hope one day to go back to Disneyland. But I'll be honest with you, right now, Disneyland is out, Disney World is out, because I cannot manage the walking. And I'm vain enough that I refuse to get a wheelchair. I won't go to Disneyland in a wheelchair. There's just no way. I just won't do it. I'd rather not go. It'd be too psychologically painful and too traumatic to go to Disneyland or Disney World in a wheelchair, and I'm not doing it. But I want to go back to Disneyland. Ideally, I'd actually like to go back to Disney World, since I've been to Disneyland multiple times. I've only been to Disney World once, so Disney World would be the next big vacation. But at this point, my physical body couldn't manage it. There'd be no point to go until the physical body could manage it, which means I need to get up to a minimum of 10,000 steps a day consistently over the better part of 5 or 6 days. Because a trip like Disney World, you could do a day or two of rest where you're not doing a lot of walking. But truthfully, in Disney World, I've been there. That's a lot of walking, a lot of standing in line. And right now, I don't think I can stand more than about 20 minutes before the low back starts kind of going, ooh, we got a problem. So I don't think there's any ride in Disneyland or Disney World right now that's 20 minutes or less. So I have to be able to stand in a line for a minimum of an hour, at least 45 minutes to an hour. Otherwise, a trip like Disney World would completely be useless. So I've been doing this for 18 minutes, 15 minutes on the bouncer thing, 10 minutes on that, and I have done this cool down. So it's quite a bit. I will walk the dog. I won't consider that exercise. It's, mental health for the dog. So that's it from Julia Carroll and my 2026 weight loss journey, or my preparation for my August 2026 exercise challenge, where I'm going to do exercise every day for 31 days. And maybe I'll do a combination of the bouncer and the treadmill, or just do one or the other. But I will post a video. I'm even going to try and do a video every single day. My hair's messed up, but that's because of the exercising. But I'll try and do a video every day. Say, okay, I just did so-and-so amount of time, or like I did on the treadmill, So that's it from Julia Carroll. And I will talk to you tomorrow, because I need to sort of train for the 31-day exercise challenge. As dorky as that sounds, I need to train for it. I need to train to be able to do the training. Go figure that one. But I've been watching a lot of Rocky, so I'm inspired to train. So take care. From Julia Carroll. Bye-bye.